Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setup for today. So we have hit a fairly significant area, and this is the previous level of support on the weekly. So we have broken through the weekly trend line. We're sort of hitting an area of potential resistance here. Oscillators are not giving anything on the weekly, but ultimately on the weekly we are still in a downward trend. So this could just be a bear rally. If we do reject this area, then I would expect us to continue. So if we just get down to the 8-hour quickly, and you can see we're extremely overbought at the moment. The 8-hour, we do have a crossover of all the moving averages, and we're pointing up quite sharply, but we are very far from them. So that is a sign of exhaustion right now. If we get down to the 1-hour, a little bit of a different picture playing out. You can see we did have a trend which was broken, and now we have another trend forming, and this was the first two swing lows of this trend. So that's kind of the area that I need to be paying attention to. Look at the oscillators starting to ease off at the moment, and I don't really see much structure here. So that's the closest bit of structure, which would be 102231. Just want to drop to the 50 minutes just to see if there's potentially anything there. We are flirting with this area. Okay, so what I'd be paying attention to today is as follows. This is probably the best area here, so that's 10280. If we get through that, then you need to be paying attention to 102231. I would be a little bit skeptical about this level because that would break this trend line. So this is the one I want to see. If we can get some positive price action here, inside bars, engulfing bars, or pin bars, I'd definitely be looking to buy. That's 102804, and my target for the day would be this gap close here, which would be last week's, pretty much last week's high. That's kind of the only setup that I can see here. A little bit cautious just based on what we're seeing on the oscillators, and the fact that we've only got a 15-minute setup is also a little bit of a problem. So any deeper pullback down to 102231 would also be an opportunity to buy. But yeah, I think that's kind of the setup we're looking at there. I'm just very cautious here. There's no setup at the top on the hour, so there's no fractals up here for me. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. Pretty solid moves to the downside. Same kind of setup here. It's kind of a big breakaway gap here. If you look at the weekly, we had 3 weeks of like nothing, and then this massive engulfing bar. So trend is still up. There's no two ways about that. But you want to see us sort of form base off something lower down, and it would be somewhere down here, to be honest, before we start looking for something to buy to continue to the upside. So looking at the 8-hour, nothing really standing out except for the swing low here. Let's get down to the hour, and you can see we did find support on it, and we haven't really found any rejection on it. So just leave both of them in, put the 8-hour in, and put the 1-hour level in. Looking for a rejection of 142.10, 144.16. Same drill. You're looking for inside bars, engulfing bars, or pin bars off the level. Your entry is on the break below that structure, and your stop is right above the top. That's going to be the best entry that you can find. Alternatively, if we can't find anything here and it starts getting messy, I'd look at the next level for a short, and that would be 141496. So those are the levels we're paying attention to today. Moving on to pound, British pound, Japanese yen. Looking like we are breaking to the downside here. I would prefer, as usual, to find a rejection off at this level, and you can see how significant it is in the past. Bit of a head and shoulders as well. There's your shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. So that is what I'm really looking for. Just want to see if we've tested it yet. Nope, we haven't. So I'd want to see price come back up into this area of 165.109, and a decent rejection off there for a short. And this short could be something that you can hold on to for quite a while, because it would be a 7,083 point move to the downside. Moving on to Euro British Pound, we're kind of all over the place, but it does look like we found some support here. Oscillators have eased off and looking like they're going to cross over. We've got a bit of a diamond formation here last week. Just draw lines along the tops and bottoms and you'll see it'll form a diamond. So that is a consolidation pattern. It's basically a megaphone that then goes into a triangle, is what it boils down to. We are in this area of potential resistance or potential support. So if we get to the weekly, sorry, we get to the hour, you can see last week big up, big down, and then on Friday just bouncing around. So I just want to see if we manage to hold this. Wasn't really a decent hold, so I think gap close, you're looking for price to come back to 087448. If we get back here and then we sort of get some positive price action or some bullish price action, then I'd be looking to buy on a break of that price action, stop below, and I would only be looking to target that area there at 087908. So we're looking for 087448, nice tight stop loss, and your target area is 087908. That's kind of what we are looking at for today. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.